Slovenia is probably the most socialist country in EU. About 70% of the national economy is directly or indirectly under the control of the government. And the government, on the other hand, is very much under the control of the post-communist structures. We have a lot of corruption, in particular in the National Health Service and the state-owned banking system. This makes the economy very inefficient, and a new global economic crisis would have a very bad impact on Slovenia. The rule of law in our country is very relative, to put it mildly. In particular, in the last 3 years, the head of the opposition was convicted for corruption at all levels of regular courts of law and without real proofs, and to be then unanimously acquitted by the Constitutional Court. And this is not even a matter of thorough studies of the legal circles here. Now, in 2015, the influx of illegal immigrants on a large scale came as a surprise to us. In this respect, our government was moderately efficient in transporting them to the Austrian border. Anyway, our public does not trust the government and does not feel safe. There were some people who were, as volunteers, they helped the immigrants. They also had, I would say, mixed experience with them. And I mean, on the whole, it was kind of all right, I would say. The church organization somehow, they also helped with the volunteers. But otherwise, I mean, there wasn't any particular role of the church because, indeed, in our case, it was just a matter of transporting them from the Croatian to the Austrian border. I cannot analyze this, but my guess is that the situation in our country is a combination of communist ideology native to our country. We may have been the only nation in Europe with our own communists assuming power after the Second World War and without the help of the Soviet troops. And also the leftist ideology with its negation of the European cultural identity that has taken over, I would say, the public scene in Europe, and unfortunately also many Christians in Europe. About what we should do as an international Catholic movement, I think we should be a beacon of reason in this time of twilight, and we should be aware of our Christian and European identity and point out its importance for our future. In particular, we should insist that the rule of law be respected in all parts of Europe, also among the immigrants. And I think the main thing is that the future of Europe does not depend on the strength of Muslims or atheists or gender theorists. It depends on the strength and conviction of Christians and our common sense.